Desinviting our best man and his girlfriend. On our wedding after vacation gone wrong, we don't want to cringe at the sight of someone. Would we be the assholes? My 27F, fiance, 27M, are getting married in a little more than a month. We asked our college friend 27MM, let's call him Bob, who we knew for 6 years to be our best man. He lives 3 hours drive away, 1 hour and a half if he takes the train, from us, so he couldn't be around much. We didn't ask for much either. We only asked him to sign a paper. Given by the city hall, they made us sign the papers 2 months in advance, so no signatures are required the wedding day. He suggested to come to the attire fitting with my fiancé and sign the paper. But he could not make it, so we suggested to take the car to go see him so he would be able to sign the paper, but he refused, saying it was not worth the 6-hour drive. So we told him he could no longer be officially a bestman, but he still is a groomsman. He said he understood and all was fine. Fast forward 3 months later, now we went on vacation together with my fiancé Bob and his GF, 27F. Let's call her Alice. We suggested that we take our car to get to the vacation destination, 7:30 trip. And only my fiancé and I drive our car. We never let other people drive it. The first 3 days went well, except for the end of the second day, where they had a couple disagreement, and with my fiancé, we talked to both of them to make things smoother. Context: Alice is a smoker, and Bob is a smoker hater. He continues to hate smoking, even though they've been together for more than a year and a half. The morning of the 4th day, they both seemed to be in a weird mood. Context: I asked for their confirmation to buy tickets for the day's activity, and they just ignored me. Neither of them responded. I hated that. But I stayed calm and I said, would you rather do something else than... And there they said, go ahead, buy the tickets. It's good. I was pissed because I hate it when people ignore me and when others act like I was their mom, so I didn't speak for 10 minutes to take the time to calm down. Context: this vacation was supposed to be a pause from wedding planning. We didn't hire a wedding planner. We did all the wedding planning ourselves while doing our full-time jobs. After work, not during, of course, XD. The last months were very overwhelming, and I started to be very fast to get angry. Nobody's helping with the planning, so we feel alone. We don't ask for help either, so we don't blame others. I've got a short temper, but I try to calm myself and I never yell on people or insult them because I hate when people do it to me, so I don't do it to others. And we are adults, so we are supposed to speak calmly. However, I can be passive-aggressive sometimes, and I were 2 or 3 times during the vacation because I was overwhelmed by the fact that my fiancé and I took all the decisions and organized the whole vacation by ourselves because the others never suggested anything or took any decisions. Each time we asked what they wanted to do, they replied whatever. We felt as if we were their parents. We were even more exhausted than before going on vacation. For the whole vacation, they were acting like teenagers, not talking to us, not deciding anything, and they looked like they were in a mood. Fast forward today, the last day. We woke up to gather our things and go. They gathered their stuff and went to wait for us in the car while we cleaned the Airbnb, my fiancé and I. When we were headed to the car, Alice started barking at us from afar. What happened? Why are you so late? We ignored her because we didn't want to start a fight, but she continued barking, and she said that we were not supposed to clean the house and that we should have told them that we were intending to clean instead of making them wait for 40 minutes and making us late. I said that we didn't make them do anything, they could come whenever they wanted to help us or just wait at the Airbnb, and that I didn't need her authorization to clean if I wanted to clean. She wanted us to leave the Airbnb dirty, and I told her that we are supposed to clean the Airbnb before giving back the keys, but she disagreed. It's how it is in our country since a couple of years. I guess she didn't take an Airbnb since 3 years or more. We were putting our stuff in the car with my fiancé, and we wanted to start the car and get going for the 7 hours drive ahead, but she kept barking at me that I was the reason they had an awful vacation, because I was moody and that I was a hypocrite for mediating between her and Bob when I wasn't perfect, and that I was a dictator because I took all the decisions myself, and that each time they said they were going to do something on their own, I responded, okay, go ahead, you can do whatever pleases you. I know that I am flawed. I know that I made 2 or 3 passive-aggressive comments, but the okay, go ahead, you can do whatever pleases you wasn't one. I told them that I was sorry for that phrase and it wasn't my intention at all, and I tried to explain that my moody and dictature attitude was due to them not taking any decisions, so I was too tired to fake a smile while taking care of them at the same time. And someone had to take the decisions. She was yelling like crazy and she didn't let me finish my phrases. She was repeating that I am a hypocrite and that I was acting like a tyrant because we took our car and that they accepted to come in the car with us because we suggested it and that they didn't need us or our car. I was tired and I didn't want to spend a 7-hour drive listening to her barking at me and acting childish. So I said that if they wanted to take the train because I'm such a tyrant and they couldn't spend more time in the car with me, we could drop them off at a train station so they could go home separately. Knowing that in our country, the train is very frequent and is much more comfortable and faster than the car, we took the car only because it was cheaper and to be able to use it during the vacation. They said that I was throwing them out the door and that they preferred to take the train. I said that we will gladly take them in the car with us, so they didn't need to make the decision so fast. They insisted, so I asked for confirmation that they both want to be dropped off at the train station. They said yes, so we did as they asked. Now we're in the car going home, my fiance and I. My fiance agrees with me that Alice is crazy and that their accusations were not fair and that they were acting childish during the whole week. We both want to cut ties with them because friends should not act entitled and so selfish. We want to disinvite them both from the wedding because we don't want people causing problems at our wedding. Alice has a problematic attitude. Whenever she talked to the host or servers at restaurants or cashiers, she was condescending and rude. We were very embarrassed by her attitude, my fiance and I. When it comes to Bob, he already showed himself to be very selfish, even more since he met her, and he was yelling at me too when he could. Alice wouldn't stop yelling for any of us to be able to speak. He wanted to start a fight between me and my fiance because I bought a cigarette, and he told him that he should not let me. I'm not a smoker, but I smoke a cigarette once a year just because I want to. And my fiance supported me, saying that I make my own decisions and that I'm not reckless enough to let myself be addicted to anything. And frankly, we just want to see only people who we love and love us at the wedding. We don't want to cringe at the sight of someone. Would we be the assholes if we disinvite them from the wedding?